All right, so we have done our provisional cast on. We have knit, in this case, the Love Note sweater, but basically any rest of your project. You've knit it all, and now it's time to go back in, pick up these stitches, and do something with them. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we did our crochet provisional cast on, and now we are going to find that point. If you recall, when we cast on, we made sure to leave a little bit of a chain at one end, and that is our unzip point. This, if we start unzipping from the other end, we're going to have to fish out each and every strand. It's going to be really frustrating and get super tangled, and you have to cut your working yarn, or rather your scrap yarn. So instead, we are going to work from our unzip point, and we're just going to undo that first chain stitch right there, and that's going to let us slowly pull. Oh, maybe I didn't fully undo it. Oh, so brave. Fully undo that chain stitch, and now when we pull, you'll see it'll come out easily. There's no pulling the strands in and out. So once we've got that ready to go, we don't want to unzip all of the stitches right away, because then everything is going to be live. You could, but that's a little bit scary. So what I'm going to do instead is slowly put these stitches, as we undo them, back onto my needle so that they don't drop any further. Because remember, these are live stitches. This isn't a cast on that we're picking up. These are live stitches being worked from the other direction. So my first stitch is here, so I'm going to pop it on the needle and pull to undo that chain. Oh, there we go. And then the next stitch is right here. Pop that on there. You can pull to undo the chain, and so forth. So we're just going to lift each stitch, which is held in place by that crochet chain we did earlier. Lift each stitch and put it on the needle. You can do a couple at a time. So let me do maybe 3. Make sure not to catch the chain yarn here. 1, 2. Let's do a third one here, and then I can unzip all at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Or if you're a little bit freaked out about the possibility of undoing all of that beautiful work and making things very scary for you, you can just do them one at a time. 1, like so. Okay, and you're going to do that for all of the stitches, all the way around, and we'll see you back in a second. Okay, so I have finished putting on most of my stitches. I've just left the last few for you. So let's pop these last ones on. You'll notice that I did do all of these from the back side, so that my stitches are sitting nicely on my needle with the right leg in front, the back leg, left leg, sorry, in back. I'm gonna pick up that stitch. I'm going to pick up this last one, but this last one is kind of funky, you'll notice, once I get it on my needle. There we go. So let me get rid of this yarn. This last stitch is almost not a stitch. You can see it's basically the end wrapped around the needle. And it's really important that you do capture this. So make sure before you move on to your next step that you count all of your stitches, because the way that a provisional cast on works is it kind of misses that first stitch, and you need to make up for it in some way. It's like a half a stitch almost. So just make sure that you have that extra one. Do a final count before you move on to the next session. If you realize like 1 or 2 rows down the way that you've missed one, just make one in there. That's not a problem, but try and catch it before that happens. And then all you got to do is just join your working yarn again and pop a marker in there for the beginning of round and just start knitting as per the instructions. Or if maybe you're doing a scarf that has a provisional and then grafted join, then do your grafting or what have you. But yeah, now you can see we knit all the way this way, and now we've turned it around and we're coming back the other way. So that's how you resolve your provisional cast on. Happy knitting!
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and leave us a comment. We love hearing from you.